CFA Level 1 November 2024 candidates, with less than a month left for your exam, I'm sharing with you a quick checklist of things you should have completed and things you should be doing in the remaining 15-20 days. So let's get to it. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. This video is especially for my CFA Level 1 November 2024 candidates. I know your exam is less than a month away. I know anxiety is peaking and how. Been there, done that. So I decided to share with you a quick checklist, things that you should, check that, okay, ye sab main kar chuka hu, and things that I, should be doing in the remaining 20 days. What do you think about it? Kar lete hai na? So let's get straight to it. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a tiny bit, then please join the channel by subscribing to it. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. For the people who are already a part of this channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. So guys, I'm gonna keep this video as fast as possible so that you don't waste a lot of time. First things first, your first detailed reading, that is one reading of all the chapters of all the subjects, should have been done by now. At least by the time you're seeing this video, that should be done. Okay, in case you have not yet completed one entire subject or two entire subjects and have not yet started revision, only then should you think or consider DEFIL. That also depends on kaun sa subject. If it's something like AI or something that maybe one subject is left but you have also started revision, then maybe not. Only if you have not touched revision and still not completed the syllabus should you consider, maybe think about DEFIL. Otherwise you are good to go. Having said that, I am not telling you ki you only have to defer or you'll fail. Absolutely not. 15-20 days में बहुत कुछ हो सकता है. You know you better, so take that decision accordingly. But yes, by the time you see this video, maximum the next day tak try to finish your first detailed reading of everything. Number 2, please do not leave any chapter. No matter how much you hate it, no matter how hard it's been, do not leave it. There is a way to tackle hard things, is what I'm going to tell you. In the last 20 days, 15-20 days, obviously it makes zero sense that you try to force a concept on you. We all have certain concepts in level 1, level 2 or level 3 that we just don't get. हम कितना भी time उसमें डालें, it's still, somewhere we feel stuck. We feel like ठीक से समझ नहीं आया, जितने level पे समझना था वो समझ नहीं आया है. At this point, the last 15-20 days, I would say leave it. Now you'll say अभी तो बोला chapter मत छोड़ो, अभी बोल रहे हो leave it. I'm saying leave trying to get that concept completely in your head and focus on your strengths. Instead, study that just from exam perspective only for now. If you are just starting your preparation or you still have like 2-3 months from your preparation, I would not say this. This is only for the last 20 days. Always focus on your strengths, and जो weak parts है उसको पूरी तरह से छोड़ो मत, but just do it that way कि exam निकल जाए. Because if you try to force that 1 or 2 concepts, you might end up losing the 9 or 8 concepts that you know very well. So might as well play well on your strengths, and a little bit you can give that loose, but do not just ignore it. Solve questions for it, practice for it. Number 3, please do not ignore FSA. I did a live actually last week and so many of you all were complaining about FSA, and I understand. Okay, I know that it's extremely intimidating and daunting, but just practice FSA. Keep revising FSA no matter what, because it is a large chunk of your paper. Next, make sure you're doing ethics every single day. Practicing ethics, rather, let me specify this, every single day. At least 10 questions. This is a non-negotiable point till your exam day. And that brings me to another very important point at this point. So many points. That is the point of this video. Sorry, I got carried away. But anyways, the next thing, and a very, very important thing that you should know, is in the last 15-20 days, it is best to use the institute material for practice. Whether it is your candidate resource, whether it is your premium pack, whether it is your end of chapter questions, use that. Because very simple funda, the people who are making the exam, nobody better than them would be able to give you practice questions, right? At least I have always done this, all my clients have done this, and it has always helped. So make sure in the last 20 days, 15-20 days, prioritize the institute material in terms of practice. Your revision can be done from whatever you prefer, but practice has to be done from the institute material, in my opinion. Next, very interesting point is pre-decide what you will do with the questions you do not know. So let's face it, there will be at least 2 to 3 questions in your entire paper on the exam day which you will just not be able to solve. There is a very high chance that this happens. You'll try method of elimination, you'll do everything, but वो solve नहीं होगा. In that case, what do? First things first, mark something and go ahead. Do not leave it blank. Okay, why mark something पहले से ही? Because just in case time runs out, at least something was marked. Number 2, and the most important thing, what to mark. That is what you need to pre-decide. घर से सोच के जाओ. Think that okay, for all the questions that I absolutely just have no clue about, or I just can't think, I just can't solve, there is no method of elimination that's working, I will mark all of those B, I will mark all of those C, I will mark all of those A. Pre-decide it at home. It will not only save you time, it will save you the issue of your mind shifting towards that question too much. अगर बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं आ रहा, don't let it affect your other questions, which in the point of choosing उस time पे कि यार किसको डालूं will lead to you getting confused to the other point. So instead, let your mind be balanced. घर से सोच के जाओ उसको. It will keep you more at peace, and it will keep the other questions better off because it will not be too influenced or affected by that question. So I hope I'm able to express this correctly, and I hope you got ki karna kya hai. Another thing that you should be doing within this time frame, not necessarily this week, you can even do it next week. I was the person who likes to do it like last 2-3 days, 1 day before also. I prefer, that's a personal opinion, but whatever you're comfortable with, do a mock, at least 1 if not 2. I ideally recommend to do 2. Don't worry about the scores of a mock because it's not defining what your exam scores are gonna be, but the mock is designed to teach you how to sit in one place for that long a time period without getting distracted. So make sure you're timing your mocks. Best way is to sit for a mock mirroring your exam time. So for example, if it's a 9 a.m. exam that you're sitting for, then sit for a mock from 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. at the latest, 11 a.m. at the latest. If it's a 4 p.m. exam, then 5 p.m. at the latest, because that will train your mind to be active, alert, and be patient to sit during the exam, because आजकल के ज़माने में we really lack patience. So make sure your mocks are timed, and make sure whatever goes wrong, spend time to understand why it went wrong. That is more important. Don't worry too much if God forbid your mock scores are not good. It really doesn't matter as long as you are spending time to see the wrong questions and understand, okay, it was a silly mistake, or if God forbid it was a conceptual mistake, then maybe you quickly revise it there itself. So be smart about it, right? Coming to quick logistics, make sure you're checking your calculator, or you have checked your calculator by now. It's working, it's in good condition, the battery is functioning. Very important. If you can, again, this is nothing to get anxious about, but if you can, if you know somebody around you who was just given the exam, or who you think would have a spare calculator, just borrow their calculator as well. On the exam day, if you have to, just in case anything happens to your calculator, it's good. Although the chances कि आपके calculator को कुछ होगा is very minimal. That's why I said don't be anxious. It's like a bonus if you can get it, right? It's my personal OCD that I carry 2 calculators, so you can also do that. Make sure your CFA institute ID name is exactly the same as your passport name. So if your institute ID middle name is your father's name, and your passport's middle name should be your father's name. The format may be slightly different because the way we write it in Indian passports is slightly different, but the names per se should be matching to the T. It should not be Tanishka J. If that is, I should not write Tanishka J on my CFA institute. If my passport says Tanishka Jiandani, it should match. Even the institute ID should say Tanishka Jiandani. So make sure you quickly check on that as well. And last, very fun checklist, fun tip, fun but very valuable tip that all my clients have used, all my previous subscribers have used, I have used, is on your exam day, if you're not diabetic, if it doesn't affect your health, then before every exam session, before the AM session and before the PM session, eat a chocolate or eat anything sweet. Get that sugar rush. It will help you calm your mind down, and it will give you that quick instant boost of being alert, which would really be helpful. So yes, I think I just shared a quick checklist of things that I would have done in your place, or I actually did in your place and it worked for me, and I just wanted to share it with you in case it works for you, and I hope it does. All the best to all of you. I will see you just before your exam, but until then, all the best once again. And if you like this particular video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.